Hey guys. Yeah, I was 65 subs away yesterday, so it's a bit crazy. Bit challenging. 65 subs. 65 subs, now 67. I don't know. It's crazy. Just got to make the last push. Hey Jesse, how you doing? Jesse, I think people have been worried about you. I don't think they've seen you on in a couple days and been freaking out that you haven't been on. Is everything okay, Jesse? Can you guys hear me okay? Ah, that sucks. As long as you're okay. Like several people have asked me if I've seen you on in the past couple days, so I wanted to make sure everything was good. So, yeah, I understand. I understand how the grind goes. So, you've all seen the bat. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. So, I ordered these a while ago, and they finally came in. So this is from Nakona, and these are custom gloves. These are these are mine. If there's interest for one of the high tier Patreons or something like that, I'll figure out if I can get one made that's not too expensive because these custom gloves were definitely expensive, but they're made by Nakona. Hey Lefty, how you doing, man? Patrick, how's your day going, man? I'm going good, man. I got these nice little presents in today. From I've been waiting for these for a while. So I think Ronald Acuna Jr. has a glove by Nakona. It's that bright red, cherry red. I love the distinct blue and white, and the probably should have picked a different color for some of these threads, but I love the colors. I think it's fantastic. It really pops, and the smell of fresh leather is amazing. I can smell it from here, and it's crazy. So I picked up just a fielder's glove. So you can see American made in Nakona, Texas. Hopefully that comes across nicely. I did pick up the steel hide. It's this beautiful, kind of off, dull cherry red. It really pops off with a better light here. The camera's picking it up nicely. It has the nice, what do you call it? I can't tell what it says here for. Just more than the Nakona. Made with pride in Nakona, Texas. Yeah. But I love the color combinations. It's definitely, the red and blue are definitely my colors. Obviously, as you see with the bat. Can't really see the bat end down here. The bat is red and blue with the white. These are expensive. I did pick up a catcher's glove as well. And I love that. I love this one. I think has the nicer color pattern compared to the fielder's glove. These are around. These are at least over $300 a glove. So they're definitely not cheap, but they're custom, full custom out, and they're I paid for the softening. So, oh, you mean how much homework does he have? Sorry, I thought you meant how much the gloves cost. Sorry. I just found the. I thought these were super sharp. That's not too bad, Lefty. For some reason, I thought you were older than that. But that's okay. Are you in what year of school are you in, Patrick? So you can pick up just a standard one from them that's already got certain colors as long as you pick just a generic one, Jesse. And it's not too bad. I think they run 179, something like that, under $200. But the custom ones will definitely run you up from a cost perspective significantly. So the more custom you get, the more expensive it is, especially if you get it so it's they wear it in so it's basically ready to go, and everything. Getting a liner here definitely adds some cost. But like I've got a catcher's glove that I've had since I was a kid, so 30 plus years, almost 35 years. I would imagine both sixth and seventh grade, as you get up into the high school years, you're gonna be doubling your workload every year. I would imagine Jesse and Patrick, or Lefty and Patrick. Now I just need to sign up for some baseball leagues or softball leagues, and if I play catcher, I'm gonna have to pick up some gear unless the teams actually have catcher gear. I think I love that. That just pops to me, man. That looks so good. I'm gonna be back in just a minute. I need to make sure my daughter has something. I'll be right back. That's awesome. You need to do a video on that. Hey, how you doing, Elkanon? Hey, Sportsline. How is everybody today? Oh, hey Taylor, how you doing, man? Hey, definitely make sure to check out Elkanon's channel. He's on between 10 and 2. I think it's Mountain Standard Time, if I'm not correct. So that's basically 12 till 4 Eastern Standard Time. No, you didn't get any of the trainers boxes. It's so bad. Hopefully, you took a your camera with you to videotape that, so you can add that to your video stream. So I've been thinking about how you and I can do some collaborations besides just like gaming, World of Warcraft, Diablo, because that's easy, right? Because we're both in game and can jump on Discord. But like doing the thing today with, I think you'd suffer trying to do a multi-stream like you did today, right? You'd have to pull up somebody else's channel, but to get the audio is easy, right? Just pull up Discord and pipe it through. Oh, so it's Nakona, N-O. Let me show the. Get this out of here real quick. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I don't know if you can see that very well. So it's Nakona.com. I appreciate it. So these have the no logo. I couldn't get the logo on these or anything like that. These are made in the USA. Made in. I think these are one of the last ones actually made in the USA. At least that's what their name to fame is, right? Hey Patreon, how you doing, man? It's funny in person. My one light, my one LED is not functioning properly. So these do not look bright red, but underneath the webcam, this looks amazing. Nah, no worries. Yeah, correct. This is the last company to make gloves in the USA. That's awesome, Patrick. Was 17 his contenders box or like his extra edition box? It's probably just the like because apparently the logo in the background looks orange as well to some people. So I think it's just the lighting of the webcam. I probably need to get a better light in here. But it is definitely a red. So the bat apparently looks orange. The logo apparently looks orange. So if it does, it's just the lighting in here, and I'll get it. I need to get it. I definitely the Primate logo here is definitely orange. Like that is definitely orange, but this is red. The bat is red, and the glove is definitely a burnt cherry, I would guess you would call it. I'd have to look at the website again to verify what the color is, but it's definitely a nice glove, and it is so incredibly soft. Like I can smell the leather still, like the fresh leather smell. It smells awesome. You see you see the difference between this and this. I assume you're talking about Elkanon. Nope, just using the webcam. The webcam has a light, a ring of light, which let me see if I can turn it up a bit. Normally I have two lights on above me. Oh, there you go. That should be a little bit brighter, maybe. Maybe. Lighting plays a significant difference in everything we're doing here, so. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I can see where people think it looks orange, but I assure you, it's all red. Yeah, I'll do a video because you and I were talking about it, like doing a setup, and because there's plenty of people that don't know how to do a lot of this stuff, and I'm by no means an expert. You're definitely better in Streamlabs than I am and everything. Hey SSP, but just showing Because I like your setup. I do like the fact you added both your phone in there for the 4K. But I've tried broadcasting in 4K and it just eats up, even with a gig pipe from Amazon or from AT&T. I feel that it just consumes too much bandwidth, so it gets all pixelated. So 1080p is absolutely fine for this type of stuff. Yeah, until I get Google Fiber or something like that, it's fine. But this is a Razer Kaio, and then the microphone is a Razer Siren Elite Pro. So I've got the pickup and the acoustic adjustments I can use. Nice. I'm surprised a lot of people don't have that, or a lot of providers aren't offering that yet in this day and age. Like most companies are, I think top out at like 100 if you're really lucky, which is just ridiculous. Google Fiber was making the huge rollout, and then they kind of backed off because it's expensive to run new fiber, obviously. So I did have the GoPro with me at the ballpark the other day, so I got the video. I need to finish editing it, and I'll throw it up, just a quick 5-minute video or something like that of me at the ballpark. Got a picture of ABC needs 123 and me, and I'm going through that. That's nice. I don't know what I would do without 1 gig of bandwidth, and like I think we pretty much have unlimited bandwidth, right? I know some of my wife's cousins here in Atlanta have Comcast or somebody like that, and they have X amount of data they can use on their pipeline, and their kids watch YouTube videos and leave them up and running, and so they blow through their bandwidth. Like I have unlimited bandwidth at that point, so it definitely helps. Not that I download a lot, but I'm uploading quite a bit as well, so. I can't tell which one. I think I actually like the look of the catcher's glove better, but I love the red, white, and blue webbing here. I can definitely see, looking at it, watching it through YouTube right now, that the bat looks very orange right now. So I think we have the S10. I have the Galaxy S10 Plus. I bought the 1 gig. Is it 1 gig? What is it? 1 terabyte? It's the 1 terabyte. We bought the 1 terabyte. I bought the 1 terabyte edition. So I bought the 1 terabyte edition. I think my wife has the 512 edition. And the camera's fantastic. We have. I don't know about that. Like I mean that's theoretical bandwidth anyway, right? So it's depending on how many people are on the what do you call it? On the connection points on the hubs. So I think you'll probably get it realistically a gig, maybe, as long as the network is up and running. Hey Taylor, I think everybody's doing good today. I'm doing great. Hopefully everybody's doing good. I think most of the people communicating in here, nobody's complained or anything like that. I think one person was stuck in the basement bottom of their where they work and everything. Hey Hobby, how you doing, man? You got your package ready to go, Hobby? Oh, I'm very happy with the gig. Like, it's very crazy. Hey, watch the corners. I assume FirstNet is over on the east part of Georgia, Patreon, because I think that's where you're at. I don't even know who that is, Taylor. I think it's probably the provider. It's probably the provider. Did you get anything from the LCS, Wilmer? Is government run by AT&T? I that what's band 14? I understand the government run by AT&T, but I don't understand what band 14 is. I won't be buying any Bowman Chrome watch. I did not. I didn't. I was reading articles about how stressed he is right now, trying to all the pressure that's on him now that the expectation is that he could do it. You know, he's got like 10 games left, I think, in the season, and he's got to get 3 stolen bases. Who'd you get, Wilmer? I don't know, Lefty. I mean, normally I think of the MVP as the strongest player on a team that help propel them to either lead their league, help them get to a what do you call it? Oh, okay. Interesting. I would consider Freeman more than Acuna. I know Acuna is doing well, but I think Freeman is the anchor to the team. He may not be putting up as phenomenal numbers as Acuna. Acuna's not going to win the MVP. He's not. He's been doing terrible this past month. Like if you look at the previous 5-6 months of the season, he was on a hot streak. He probably could have won MVP, but since October 15th, he has. I can't call him burnt out. He is definitely lost. Where he was having, a homer every 10 at bats or less, he is now up to like every 30 at bats for a homer. That's just not good. I think Freddie Freeman has the opportunity, but realistically, I think it'll probably be somebody from the Dodgers, at least in the National League. Like, to me, somebody who wins the MVP is somebody who's hitting on all cylinders. He's hitting, not necessarily topping the home runs, but he's hitting for average. He's getting people in scoring position and actually getting RBIs or helping get runs, etc. So I would think it would be somebody from the Dodgers, not anybody from the Braves. The Braves are doing okay, but they're 4-6 in their last 10. Like they've had the chance to clinch the division for like 4 or 5 games now, and they're not performing. No. I think you're right. Watch. I think Freeman is very underrated. I think he's a strong leader, which is why I would consider him over Acuna. Has Soroka topped? Do you think Soroka is going to top 20 games won this year? I think he was at 12 or 15 wins for the season. I need to look. I think there's still better pitchers out there that are doing better than he is. So I thought they already called up. I would say Ian Anderson because they've already called Ian Anderson up when players have been on the IL or the IR this season. So I think the other two are still. Yeah, no, that's the problem with the Braves right now. They're either really hot or they're not. Like they are not consistent enough. Considering they've won 93 games, I'd have to go and look at the season to see how many games they've won with 1 run or less. Yeah, no, I don't doubt that, Patrick. But I just don't think, like, I was talking to several people at the Braves game on Tuesday, and they just don't have. They're not going to do it. They're going to make it to the National League playoffs. They may get into the second round, but that's about it. They're not going to do it. They're not going to go past that. They've got to make it past the first round. Obviously, they got to defeat. I'm guessing they'll be the ones taking on the wild card team. I don't think he's underrated. I think he's getting a lot of press. Like I think he's doing, and he made it to the All Star game. I think he's where he needs to be. That's not going to happen, Patrick. Yeah, there's always more time, Taylor. There'll be plenty of opportunities. Patrick, the Braves aren't going to make it to the World Series this year. They're just not. They're not consistent enough. Like I can go back 2 weeks ago when they were playing the Colorado Rockies and lost in the bottom of the ninth. Like it's just not possible. They just don't have a consistent enough team, even with stars like Albies, Donaldson, Freeman, and Acuna. They've got five solid stars and plenty of other backups that are doing really well, but they're not being consistent. They should have easily been over 100 games by now, and they're not doing it. They're not giving enough run support to the pitchers. They don't have a solid enough pitching staff. Like Dallas Keuchel, former Cy Young winner, is 8-4. So I don't think Clayton Kershaw's a choke artist. I think the Dodgers have one of the best pitching staffs in the past decade or two. I would agree. Watch. I think you're spot on. I think we're gonna see either the Astros and the Dodgers or the Yankees and the Dodgers. Plain and simple. Dude, that game like 2 weeks ago, and I think it actually went to extra innings, if I remember correctly. It was at Colorado, and it was tied. The Braves went up, the Rockies went up, tied it up, and then you guys hit a nice home run. Hey, Boomsang, how you doing, man? What are you doing, little girl? Sorry, my youngest is crawling in here. Trying to keep her entertained. Yeah, yeah. I can imagine that, El. I mean, that was probably a phenomenal experience for you. As a Braves fan, that was a horrifying loss. Like, it was just like, really? Like, we can do so much better. If you guys don't know, if you have time, some of you are in high school, so you may not have time during the day. Elkanon does a stream between 12 and 4 Eastern Standard Time. That's 10 to 2 Central Time. And he's generally putting out some really fantastic content. We do, and that's the disappointing thing is there, you know, I, I look at Ronald Cunha, and I think like you have the potential to be another Ken Griffey Jr. You do. You have the potential to be Ken Griffey Jr. You're getting too cocky though. Hopefully, hopefully that. Yeah, I'd give him the Pokemon. I don't even know who Pat Neshek is. I don't even know what team he plays for, Taylor. So I don't. I doubt that Elkanon has him either. What? What? You want to be picked up? Okay, hold on, folks. Come on, come on. Okay. Can you say hello, internet? You probably can't say hello, internet. Just scream at the microphone. All right. Who does Pat Neshek play for? Yeah. Plays for the Phillies. I definitely wouldn't collect him then because I'm not a Phillies fan, especially after they've womped up on the Braves this week. Not a fan. So I definitely wouldn't collect him. Is he a rookie? Is he a prospect? What is he? He was an All-Star in 17. Okay. I wasn't collecting in 17. I don't know that I'll have to check some of my. I have some 17 tops I'd have to go through. But yeah, can you say hello? Say hello. Say gurgle gurgle. Yeah. Yeah. No, no, don't grab the microphone. Don't grab the microphone, little girl. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Elkanon, I think you want some kids. You need some kids to take up some of your time and everything like that. You got to do it. Hobby Searcher can agree. Don't play with those. Hey. Oh, that's cool, Taylor. I mean, you could just send him a ball or something like that. You're on the hunt for Pokemon or for children, Elkanon? Here, let me give you something to play with. Cause here, here you go. Hey, 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 there you go. That's right. Perfect. What are you on the hunt for, Elkanon? I assume Pokemon. Oh, I didn't. I think I heard you talking about a divorce today, so I apologize. Um, it's challenging, dude. If I don't know what I would do if my wife and I got divorced or whatever or worse. God forbid. I won't go down that route. But if worse, like I don't know what I would do. So it's being I'm 43. It's the market's not as crisp as it used to be. If you get my point. So no, thank you. Yeah, I can feel you. You know, I'm my job's being eliminated at work, and I've got till I think October 30th to find something. So yeah, I understand. I mean, I've been doing work since for 25 years. Not at the same job, obviously, but it's challenging. Yeah, I agree. I can understand that. Let's open a card shop. We gonna move to Atlanta to open a card shop? Yes, little one. What are you doing? What do you want? All right. Give me 1 second, folks. You like Colorado too much? Come on, it's nice here in Atlanta. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Thankfully, that was an easy solution. My 1-year-old needed just her bottle, so we're good. Includes every one of the teams. Interesting. I haven't done through the mail in like 20 plus years, so I think that's part of my struggle is if I want somebody's autograph, I'd rather just see them at a show so I can meet them in person. I can understand the desire to get somebody's autograph through the mail. It's kind of cool, but I'd prefer to meet them in person. No, I'm here. Can you hear me? I'm trying to think the Royce Lewis sounds familiar. I don't remember who he played for. Okay, cool. All right, thank you. I would absolutely say, from my experience, that Nolan Ryan is probably one of the nicest people to meet in person. Easily one of the nicest people to get an autograph from in person. I did. I did. Tuesday night we were at the ball game, hung out for probably a half an hour or so, and then unfortunately both my kids decided that they were needing to go home and needing some not baseball time. So that's pretty cool, Patrick. I imagine it takes time to get cards back if you get them back through the mail, Taylor. How many cards do you think you have, Elkanon? Yeah, he. I know he travels in the southeast, and it'd be interesting. Hopefully, I get to meet up with him again and stuff like that. Maybe do a podcast or something like that with him. A real nice guy, real nice family. So Pete, who Boomslang, Pete Rose, Pete Alonso. I watched in. I tuned into it. I just I'm being yes, SSP Pete Rose. I met Pete Rose probably. Oh God, it had to have been '91, and when I was in South Florida, and I got his autograph. He was a bit of a jerk in person because he was like 2 hours late, and there was like 500 or 600 people waiting to get his autograph that had paid, and I'm sure he's real nice, but um, I don't know if they can do it right. So tonight opens. I think they're. I don't know who they're playing tonight. Tomorrow is the start of them versus the Giants. Yeah, when he was much skinnier, he was still kind of old, if I could say that. Nice. Yeah, who did they play today? Did they play the Phillies again, or who did they play? So they need to go what 8-0 really to beat 100. Like I appreciate that Pete Rose was like the all-time hit king and everything like that, but he just had a. I assume he still has a. Depending on how you what day you get him and everything like that. How many games? I thought they had like 10 games left. So if they only have 8 games, then yeah, they need to go at least 6-2, if not better. Have fun, Taylor. Good luck. Yeah. So I'll be going to tomorrow night's game against the Giants. Hopefully, I'm going to try to meet Mike Yastrzemski, see if I can get his autograph and everything like that. Pete Rose is yes, absolutely. I think he is that. I don't think he appreciates the hobby or the people that praise him. So that's about pretty normal, Elkanon, depending on how long you've been collecting, what you're collecting. Um, I'd have to do the math. I've got God. I probably have a 500,000 cards at my parents' place back in Texas that I don't know that I want to go get because God forbid my wife might kill me if I bring 500,000 cards back, and I wouldn't know where to put them either. So that's from like the '90s. That's like a lot of Upper Deck, Bowman, other sports, and everything like that are just in 50,000 count boxes. Plus, Jesus, I don't know how many I have here. I probably have maybe 10 or 15 grand here. No, I'd say more than that, because I have a sealed case of 90 Upper Deck High Number, a sealed case of 88 Fleer, a sealed case of 87 Tops vendor boxes, sealed case of 88 Score, 3 boxes of Rack Pack 88 Score. No worries, Boomslang. I try to catch your channel when you're live as much as possible. I'm just so many people that I try to catch live, so it depends. Daniel, how you doing? I need to talk to you about that. I'll email you about that card, because I want to figure out if you want me to send it or just send you the code. Just let me know. I'll email you about it, though. I would say 90% of my cards are baseball. I'm in Atlanta. I'm like 5 minutes down the street from downtown Atlanta near Georgia Tech. I'm probably 5 miles from SunTrust Stadium where the Braves play. Probably about a 15-minute drive, depending on the day and time of traffic and stuff like that. So, real nice area. Traffic's terrible around here, though. Hey, Don, how you doing, man? Nice. You said you used to live in the South. Did you live in Atlanta, or where'd you live? Yes, yes. Atlanta is still, thankfully, go like 90 miles west in your central time. Okay, cool. Nice. I haven't gotten. Uh, I've gotten, I think, one or two from him. What did you get? You got packs of cards, obviously. Did you get the baseball? I don't know what tier you said you did with him. You did the $40 tier, which is surprising. I would think that because I'm only like the $25 tier. Um, yeah, that makes a quick, easy decision for you, Boomslang. I mean, I think he has 750 Patreons now. That's nice. That's very nice. 718. Okay. My 11 or 12 doesn't compare to his 718, but I'm trying here. So, trying to get you guys some nice stuff and everything like that. I did update the Patreon tiers recently too, so get you some nicer stuff in the higher tiers as you go. So, I think I put it in that if you get after the first month after a certain tier, you get a nice Primate T-shirt. Some of the higher tiers, you'll get an autographed bat. Eric Jabs family, Boomslang. I wish you guys could smell like this. This glove smells so fantastic. The fresh leather. Oh, I appreciate that. You don't have to Patreon, but I do. If you want to do it, I appreciate it, man. I know you were asking about that last night. I wasn't sure if you were joking about the the Derek Jeters or not. Yeah, you at least get some cool merchandise by coming over to me. Though I've got to update it as well. So for some of the lower tiers, Like I think I have. I think I'm leaving $1 up. I don't know what to do about $1. It's just like it's just to support me. I can't even afford to pay do shipping or anything like that at $1 tier. But 5, I might break even, and then everything from there is going to go from there. No, Jabs has like 5 at 300. I think Jabs has 5 at 300. He might, well, maybe he has more, but I'm pretty sure it's only 5 at 300. He might have 30 at 200. I did watch the Luminaries break. Like I think it was $215 a card, a box. That's disgusting. Like I don't know why anybody would kind of pay that kind of money for it. I mean, it's one card for $215. I can get a box of 89 Upper Deck for less than that, and have five hits, maybe 5 or 6 hits. Pull out a Griffey, pull out a Randy Johnson, pull out a Gary Sheffield, John Smoltz rookie, you name it. So he's easily. I think I was doing the math last night. He's easily probably pulling with all his Patreons. Yeah, yeah, it's absolutely crazy. I think with all 712, 718 of his Patreons, probably Elkanon. I'm guessing he probably makes at least 10 to 15 grand a month. I'm curious what you sent him. Japsy's opened that and he got a 50 auto book 1 of 1, which means there's no others like it out there. I was watching that live as well. It was absolutely insane. Yeah, I think he probably makes 15 grand a month off of Patreon. He probably spends. Oh, let's be nice and say he spends 3 grand in cost to pay for Patreon. I haven't. I always do LCS. No, that's fine. That's fine. If you watched his fan mail Friday, like 2 Fridays ago, I sent Jabs the John Wathen game used bat and the John Wathen game used autograph ball. So there's definitely some bragging rights as to what we can punk them with, if you will. Yeah, Patrick, you don't have to worry about it. Like I appreciate any Patreons, and you got the Patreon tiers. I think are nicely established, and I just need to update some of the wordsmithing on it, and make sure that it's you got some good stuff. Um, I'd have to look. So either probably some junk wax era, so box of something that's going to have a nice rookie into it, like 88 Donruss, 88 score, or something nicer. 89 Donruss probably. Try to get the Griffey rookie card, which those boxes are selling for stupid amounts right now. And then as you get into the higher tiers, I think I included that it'll be a newer box of cards. So whether it's a box of Tops or Tops Chrome or regular Series 1, Series 2, something like that of newer stuff, just depends. As we get into those tiers and I'm understanding what you guys like, I'm gonna make sure to specialize it to you. So you found an 89 Griffey. I was watching your stream today, and I think I was hoping you were. I was really hoping you were going to pull a Trout, that gold one. Absolutely, dude. Those are in my PC. Absolutely. So breaks, I would say you need to make sure you do the research on it and what you're wanting to get out of it and how you're wanting to try to grow your channel from that. I think the my biggest struggle with Patreon is it depending on the tiering, you're not really going to be making any money off of Patreon because of the shipping costs. So there's definitely a give and take of doing Patreon, right? So, $5, $10, even $20 tier, depending on what you're sending, is still going to be break even. Not that I'm trying to make money off of Patreon; it's really just going to support the channel, right? So what I get out of it goes back into it. Cool Patreon, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, that the Chipper Jones is definitely nice. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, definitely, Daniel. Just let me know when you're going live or whatever, or set an alert of when you're going to go live, so we can all make sure to watch in on that. Boom saying, I think we all would all wish we could get the prices that he got for some of those cards. I would have to ask Patreon. Patreon, do you know if everybody that won in? Yeah, you can go live. You just need software. You need a software and a webcam and a microphone, and you can go live at any time. You don't have to use your phone. You don't have to be at 1,000 subs. I'm not at 1,000 subs. I'm still like 67 away, and I've been going live for a month and a half, 2 months now. So you need a webcam because here's my phone. Like I'm not using it at all. Oops, I'm not using my phone at all. I'm using XSplit right now because I'm using Restream. Um, I use XSplit or Streamlabs OBS or OBS. I use all three of them depending on what I'm doing. You can also literally just go live from YouTube inside of your web browser. Yeah, see, Boomslang just uses YouTube from inside of Chrome. So I think Elkanon has a really nice setup the way he does his, and he uses Streamlabs OBS. I highly recommend the camera. Pay a little bit more for a camera, for a nice camera, because the image quality is going to matter, right? It's going to matter. I also have and I need to, Elkanon, I need to email you back and forth and go through because I think you had a great idea of doing a setup of showing people how you do your configuration, how I do mine, that type of thing. I don't use the webcam mic. I prefer doing I have I think this is a parabolic mic, so all the audio that's outside of the mic is going to sound different than if I'm standing in front of it or have it on a boom. That should work then. Yeah. I think a mic is more important than the camera. The camera is very important, right? Because image quality is got to be impeccable. But the audio is more key because audio is going to be first and foremost in a stream, and the image quality will be second. Yeah, that sounds fine, man. Yeah, I still don't say get a crappy webcam because I think breaks and stuff can tell you like he got a webcam. I don't know how much he paid for it. I don't think it was as expensive as the one I have, which you don't have to buy an expensive one. Just bear in mind, you do not have to buy expensive equipment. $30 to $50 I would say would be a good range for both a camera and a microphone. But don't go below that because the quality is gonna matter at that point. Yeah, see, there you go. So Alcanon, you can absolutely make a video on how to set up the different configurations and stuff like that, which I think is fantastic. You could do that too, as long as it supports Wi-Fi. If you could put it on Wi-Fi, you could put it in the same stream as a webcam and everything like that. My wife's got a Nikon D9 a D850 that I bought her last year. No worries, SSP. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I had no idea that you could put multiple. I knew you could do multiple camera feeds, like from a webcam. I did not know that you could do it from a camera phone or a cell phone and other sources as long as they're on Wi-Fi. So that's kind of awesome. Okay, so you just so it comes up as an HDMI feed into your computer then? So Daniel, you definitely need to do a video of that and show it off, because that'll be a good way for you definitely take pictures if you're gonna try to sell it online through your feed. Take pictures, excuse me, or show it off on camera, or if you're gonna take it, put it on eBay. Make sure. I do notice that Elkanon, you do have a yours is better than what's his name's than Jabs. Jabs has at least a 5 to 2 second delay. Yours is actually pretty smooth today. It was probably only a second or two. I'd hear the name that you said, and then like a second or two later, I'd see the actual card you were showing. And I know mine has, at least through this, there's at least a. Let me see when I actually pop up on the screen. I've got at least probably a 10-second delay before things show up on my webcam. So. And I'm not sure if it's just based on the software I use that causes the delay, or what. Because I know, and it could be I'm using Restream, right? Because I'm broadcasting to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So there's an extra hop. I'm going an extra source before it dumps into YouTube and Twitch. So I'm assuming if I go back to using YouTube Live, there's probably only a 3 to 5 second lag. Yeah, probably there probably is. Let's see. There's a good card. I know you were collecting Tim Raines today, Elkanon. I don't know if you have any interest in that. 87 Fleer All-Star Team card. No, I didn't. A little bit, not significant. And as I said, I think the difference is I'll trade you that. I've got that. You've got that that umpire card that I want. I'll trade you that if you want. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's. Whoa! There's a Paul Molitor. Look at that. There's a Paul Molitor on the back of that as well. Paul Molitor, really nice condition. 87 Fleer, and a nice Tim Raines All-Star card. You cool with that? I pay. So mine is through AT&T. So we pay for internet and cable, basically. Yeah, perfect. That's perfect, man. That's a nice trade, I think. Oh, I thought that was Elkanon. I'm not sure. I think yours is pretty good. Hey Lloyd, how you doing, man? I have Uverse. I do. I have the 1 gigabyte connection from Uverse, which realistically I get about 7 to 900 megs a second off of it. How are you doing today, Lloyd, man? You in the truck right now? You driving or you at home? I think you. I think I remember you telling me that. What part of AT&T do you work for? Because if you work for the right part, I'm going to ask you a challenging question. Because I think that's the biggest bit. I think I've watched some streamers that have like 1 to 2 megs up, and that's to me that's just not enough for the quality you're trying to push through. I've pushed 4K through my 1 gig connection, and I noticed that it gets a little wonky. It gets a little pixelated at 4K. So it's definitely need to only stream at like 1080p unless you have like a 1 gig or better. That's awesome, Lloyd. I'm glad you're home. Um, at least a minimum of 5. 15, I would say 15 is actually better. But 15 will make sure you don't have a lot of issues. To Daniel, is there a person of contact that I can get in contact with for Uverse, specifically the 1 gig fiber side, to come get them to bury the fiber line that I've had sitting in my yard for 6 months? Can I lean on you for that? Nice, Patrick. I think you had a Patreon. You had a live feed yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. I think I was watching it. Let me pull up. I always have to go and check my subscriptions to make sure I'm still subbed because for some reason I get unsubbed from people sometimes. I think Philip I was subbed to Philip, and I got desubbed from Philip. Patreon's at nearly 350. That's awesome. That is awesome. Could be. Yeah, Elkanon was streaming, and he kept mentioning throughout his stream that he needed to go to Walmart or Target to check things, and then like it was still like an hour and a half later, and he was still sitting there showing off all his awesome cards. Yeah, absolutely, Daniel. I appreciate it. I can even probably give you the ticket numbers from stuff that we've had worked on over the past year. I it's funny because Uverse kind of is a homegrown thing, same as the security system that AT&T had or has. Um, my wife used to work for AT&T here in Atlanta, and they didn't really promote a lot of the stuff they were doing. I think it's just an algorithm, Lloyd. Like when I watch somebody's live feed and I'm talking in chat, obviously, if even if I hit like or dislike, it's very rare that I hit dislike. I make sure after the feed I go back and refresh it, and then I'll make sure I type something into the comments section afterwards. I don't know if that helps or not. Digital Life. Digital Life was great when it first came out, and Digital Life went downhill very quickly after that. And I don't know if they still sell Digital Life, but it was definitely one of those things that, when my wife was working there, my wife joked that I could have been a salesperson for AT&T because I knew all the products. I knew how to sell it. I knew how to sell it to people that came into the store. And Buckhead's it's a very affluent neighborhood and very affluent place. So I could upsell all these people, and I would end up helping the people, including my wife, sell products and making the better decision of buying product than what they were trying to do. Yeah, so I haven't been to an AT&T store in a while and seen the Digital Life stuff. So I'm guessing they don't do it from the store anymore. somebody somebody yelled at me in the comments section of apparently a video, and I don't do marketing or advertising for my channel, but somehow my channel was getting pushed up by people, and I got like 3 or 4 comments that why are they seeing this? I'm like, I don't know, like it's getting pumped up by somebody, so I'm sorry if you don't like it, but it's there. I don't know what to believe, Boomslang. I do know, so Alkanon can address this. I was watching his stream Monday, I think, and he and I were going through talking about previous World Series and stuff like that, and he was watching the YouTube feeds of these World Series, and after probably 15-20 minutes, all of a sudden, YouTube did a policy ban on him for his stream until he ended the YouTube feed that he was broadcasting. Then it came back, but I think it's also happened to Urban Card Breaks. Had something very similar happen several months ago. That whatever he was doing, they policy banned him, and then he shut it down and then rebroadcast, and he was fine. But their algorithms are very smart. Like it's funny. Like I think I've been on Twitch longer. No, maybe not. Like if you go back to my YouTube videos, I have YouTube videos from like 2010, 2011 from my original, well, my second coming of me playing World of Warcraft, and I was raiding and streaming and stuff like that, and posting videos and editing them, and putting cool audio with them. Which is funny because my original YouTube videos with the audio are untouched. Nothing's messed with them. I re-uploaded one recently, or I uploaded it to Twitch, I think, and Twitch had documented it as copyrighted music. So yeah, I have to do that all the time. Boom slang. Yeah, make sure you guys are checking each other's channels out. Whether now or afterwards, whatever. Make sure you guys. I know all you guys are putting out some good content. Wow, that's really fascinating. Like I know their algorithms are pretty on point. They're pretty intelligent, but it's the algorithm, right? It's the system checking things. It's not a person. So if you have an issue, you actually need to contact Patreon. You actually need to have you need to communicate to YouTube that there's an issue and have them have somebody actually inspect it. So like if I hit when I hit 1,000 subs, I need to hit. I think I'm 3,000 hours away of view time from hitting being able to get fully monetized by YouTube. And the nice thing about once you get fully monetized, they go through your whole back track record. I assume that the videos still have to be watched after that fact to get monetized and have commercials in them and things like that. Hey, Just Baseball Cards, how you doing? So, Boom Slang, I have been at like 9:30 in the past week and a half. Breaks and stuff hit 1,000. I think he's at like 1,100 now or something like that. I was at 9:30 like 2 weeks ago, and then dropped down to 890, and then went back up to 920, and then went back down to 900. Now I'm back at 9. I was at 936 like 2 days ago, day and a half ago, and now I'm at 933, I think. 933. At least that's what it's showing me currently. So they do absolutely. So it also helps. Like my wife will do this, and I don't know if it's legit or not. I don't know if it works or not. But my wife will go and put play all on my previous videos and just let it stream all those hours. I don't know if that helps or not. I need to actually look at my hours viewed and go from there. But it's definitely. Somebody told another buddy of mine that's going through trying to get to 4,000 hours that once you get to 1,000 subs, it only takes like a week. And I'm like, there's no way. You literally have to be at this for 2 to 3 months of time with at at 30 people viewing your live stream at any one time, it's going to take 3 months. You could. You absolutely could if that's the way you want to do it. You got to be cautious about that though, because YouTube will track that, and if they see it coming from the same IP location, even with multiple hops and stuff like that, if it's in the same generalized location, they're gonna do things with that. So I think it's okay as long because it's from one account. So she's just going through the videos, right? Hit play all and walks away. The problems get in when you have like 5, 6, 10, 100 accounts, Russian bots or something like that that have. Well, that's perfect, pirate. If you want to give me some love with that too, that would be awesome. It's when you have multiple accounts that are watching the same either live feed. If you go from like 0 users to 10 users, that's fine. But if you go from like 0 to 100, then it's something their system is gonna flag that for obvious reasons. So let's see. I think I posted this the other day. So if you guys aren't aware, for you to go through and be able to live stream from YouTube, from your cell phones, you have to go through various different things, various metrics to be able to live stream. Yeah, I have a Razer Cam. I'll post the details of it. I need to actually go through, and like I said, I'm gonna work on creating a collaboration with Elkanon if he's cool with it, and create some stuff for what I use, what he uses, so you guys can see different things that can enhance your streams, both from a product perspective and a software perspective. Different things that'll make it easier, cooler to do. There's also like I think they make the Razer Ripsaw still as well. Let me get back here. Yeah, I love this thing. I love Razer products. I've used Razer products for like 15 years now or more. I think they make quality products. I used to use Logitech a lot because it was a good branded name, but I had so many issues with their mice and keyboards over the years that I can't do it anymore. Like I don't like their products. I don't support them. Now some of these are a little bit more expensive than others, but you're definitely paying for a quality product and quality support. It's made by this. No, so it's Razer. The old Razer phones are. I can't remember who makes them. So those are That's the camera and the microphone. As long as it supports 1080p and has supports 4G, I think you're okay. So yes, Daniel, for you to literally live stream direct from YouTube, you have to be at 1,000 subs and you have to be at 4,000 watched hours. The way around that is you use Streamlabs OBS or XSplit from your phone, and it's broadcasting to your YouTube channel. So that's what I'm literally using XLabs or Streamlabs right now, and I'm broadcasting to both Twitch and to YouTube at the same time. And there's a product called Restream.io, that lets me broadcast to both. That's no fun. I figured it was a joke, Boomslang, but I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, that's fine. Elkanon, we need to get in on this, get this video going to set up to show people how to do this, because I think that would be a great video. I'll have to look into it, Patreon, after this stream. Absolutely, absolutely. I know I've watched other videos of this, and I think it would be. What I'm finding is that people, and that the hobby, that's a good idea. Like people have been asking me, like on Topps Chrome cards, right, or Topps cards in general, right? Topps cards have that. Let me find one real quick. Hold on. So, I need to do a video for you guys. So these are, that's a nice Aaron Judge. I think this is 2018. Yeah, this is 2018 Topps Chrome. Okay. And there's a Didi Gregorius, Victor Arano, Masahiro Tanaka, Kevin Pillar, Tyler Mall, Miguel Gomez. Yeah, so if you do YouTube, there's certain things you need to pay attention to. There's YouTube Live and there's YouTube events from what I've seen. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, man, that's crazy. So I'll be doing a video. I'm also going to be introducing, it'll be next week, will be the first week I do it, Primates Picks, where I go through and talk about, you know, cards to pick up, players that are going hot that I think are going to be worth it, or duds that I think you need to dump and sell. So I'll be doing a video series on cards like this. I kind of did it the other day where I was talking about the differences in Topps Chrome or Topps in general, and some of the short prints for Donruss, Panini, things of that nature. So with Topps, right, you have this code down here. Waiting for the feed to catch up. So this is the Topps Chrome or the Topps key, right? And each one is unique to the series product that they have. And you see here's the Bowman. This is Bowman base. Bowman base first, so these are Bowman prospects. And they all have different numberings. Right, so you can see the two here. These are Topps Chrome. And these are the base cards that have the, what's it, 02961. Short prints will have a different number, and then super short prints will have a different number, a third different number. I definitely can notice some lag. I'm not sure if the audio is ahead of the cards or what's in front of the camera, but there's definitely some lag on my end that I'm seeing through YouTube. Yeah, I figured that. So there might be as much of a 10-second lag here because I'm using Restream. I know it doesn't happen when I use YouTube directly, so I might look at that and change that. So these base cards have a different number than the short prints, and this is Topps, right? Topps specific, whether it's Bowman Chrome, Topps Chrome, any base is a significant difference in the cards. Whereas Panini just they use color variants. So this is the basketball. So this is Mosaic Prism Mosaic. These are base cards. Assuming you're right, assuming you can. So I actually picked up a couple of. Hey, Michael, how you doing, man? I picked up a couple of jeweler's glasses to help me because my eyes are getting pretty. They're not bad, but they're even with LASIK a couple of years ago, it's still tough to read some of these numbers. I don't disagree. I use that anyway to help me look at the cards, look at the corners, make sure stuff is sharp. If I'm going to send something into grading. Appreciate you stopping by, Daniel. Thank you so much. And I'll definitely email you. Enjoy time with your wife and kids. So this on the left is the base Prism card, and this is how you can tell the difference between most Panini products. Is there some kind of color variant? So the base on the left, and this is a 1 of 1 with the black bordering. There's also, let me pull the other ones out real quick. Football's no different. Basketball's no different. Here they are. So this is the different color variants for this brand of Panini. Sure. I'll email you that as well. Here, there's some thumping for you on my microphone. Definitely some lag. Okay. It's definitely lagged on my end that I'm sitting here, so I imagine the time is, going out to restream and then being rebroadcast over to Twitch and YouTube. Definitely a little bit of delay on my end, and I'm sitting here, so I'm glad it's not too lagged for you guys. And I'm sure it depends on the bandwidth and latency you guys have as well. Victor Mesa. Okay, there's a Joey Bart. I just can't see. I like Bowman Chrome, but I can't see. It's basically just the same product here with the Chrome feature. No, I'm not going to do it, Hobby. No Kahoot. No Kahoot. I just can't see spending the money on this stuff anymore. Like I think it's a nice product, but I don't like it enough to buy more into it. Just not enough. Does it? I'll buy the Tim Tebow card by itself then. One second, let me scoot away here and I'll be right back. I think I know why I put them in there. Hold on one second. Hey Donald, how you doing? I think I caught your live stream today. I was kind of lurking. I can't remember though. I've heard Tim Tebow is a really nice guy. Like I kind of wish that the NFL didn't do him wrong, and I blame the NFL, not him. I mean, he probably had part to do with it, but I blame the NFL. I think, like, looking at, I don't know what you guys think of Kaepernick with the 49ers. I think they definitely did wrong by him, and I think they did wrong by Tebow, just from a political reason. I don't think they. I think Tim Tebow would have been fine. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of older players. I think it's because of I don't know. I think that part of had to do with it, his religious aspect. But I think it was a lot of political BS going with there as well, Donald. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. I tried buying a Tim Tebow used bat a while ago, and originally it was like I think $50, and then it went out, shot up to like $650. And I'm like, I'm not buying that. So I was watching a video of, if you guys remember, Vince Young versus Matt Bear, I think his name was, USC versus University of Texas from the 2000, I think it was a 2015 Rose Bowl, national champions. And, looking at Vince Young, Linaire, sorry, thank you. Both of them were. I think this goes for any market, any sports affiliation, right? Whether it's basketball, football, hockey, baseball, soccer, European football, whatever. Yeah, I mean, he had one rookie of the year. Vince Young won rookie of the year. Phenomenal rookie season. I think both teams didn't either, and it could be both part of both, right? It could be in the player not putting himself in enough and the team not recognizing issues early enough. And I think this happens all the time. Like I can go back to Mike Yastrzemski, right? Mike Yastrzemski is the grandson of Carl Yastrzemski, the great hitter for the Red Sox. He was in the minor leagues with the Orioles for nearly a decade. I appreciate you stopping by, Lloyd. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by, Lloyd. Mike Yastrzemski, and I think Eric Jabs mentioned this a while ago. There's teams that will keep a player in the minor leagues, like Clint Frazier. Keep a player in the minor leagues to extend their contract and can extend control over them, without trading them, without things like that, and they sink. They just sit in the minor leagues for so long, and they become wasted talent. Mike Yastrzemski is a phenomenal hitter, and is finally being able to shine at the pro level with the San Francisco Giants, and he's killing it. Like I think he should be win Rookie of the Year for his numbers in the National League. I think he's doing better than Pete Alonso. Granted he's only hit 20 home runs, but that's the most a Giants rookie has hit in home runs since 1972. Oh God, Donald, that makes me so upset. That makes me so upset. I didn't hear that. I am not a fan of Tops for that reason alone. Granted, obviously, the Major League and Tops have, I mean, they're profitable. They're making so much money off of this. You know, I guess it's so. Let me take a step back. I think you guys have heard me say, most people have heard me say, that Panini makes a better product in my mind because they don't have the Major League licensing. So they can't put the jersey, they can't put the logos on the jersey. There's a lot of people that don't like Panini because of that. They are. They're making so much money hand over fist because of it, right? I think Panini makes a better product. I think Upper Deck makes a better product. Tops is just so washed out to me. Like you've got with Top Series 1 and Series 2 and Update, right? Update doesn't do it, but you have Chrome, right? That comes out 5 to 6 months after the Top Series comes out. You have Bowman that comes out at the beginning of the year, and that has Bowman Base, Bowman Chrome Prospect, or Bowman Prospects, and the Bowman Chrome Prospects, right? And then they come out with Bowman Chrome 6 months later in the year, and it's the same product basically, just with a chrome finish. Like it's too much of the same thing, you know. Panini kind of does it with, they make Donruss Base and then they make Donruss Optic later in the year. I wish they would just make one product. Right. I don't know. I think Panini makes good pulls. Like I got a 101 out of my first box of Prism Mosaic. Or were we talking years ago, Donald? Yeah, no, no. So I've mentioned this many times before, Elkanon. We are in a junk wax era based on inserts, the hits, right? That's the only focus on the product nowadays, which is terrible. Now I'm there's certain things that I like getting. Hey Clayton, how you doing, man? There's certain things that I do enjoy about getting a hit, like whether it's an autograph or a relic. I want something special, right? I don't need like look at the whole joke about the Ryan O'Hearns and Cedric Mullins. I've gotten so many Kevin Kramers and Kevin. What's the other Kevin from the Pirates team? There's so many of the same guys or the same stuff. It's crap. Excuse my language, Donald. I apologize. Cover your ears for a minute. It's crap product. Now, if Upper Deck made more products like this with the Goodwin champions, I would say Upper Deck is for going in for a windfall. But their hockey product is bar none. No, I think he plays for. Does he play for San Diego or he plays on a West Coast team? I think Kevin Newman, and Kevin. I just said it. Kevin Framer, Kevin Kramer. I think I got some of his autographs right here. Like it's too much. Like these were the kind of inserts that I saw as a kid, and they were fantastic. Right? I like. Give me something worth collecting. If I'm spending my money, give me something worth collecting. Right? Like I kind of get a little upset actually about the fact that they've taken. I mean, part of me is okay with it. Part of me is kind of like, oh my god, they did this. Getting a bat or a jersey from an old player and cutting it up into 500 pieces, 49 pieces, 99, whatever. I like the fact that multiple people can have a chance to own something like that. But at the same point, I'm like, they cut up Babe Ruth's bat. Like, I kind of on the fence about that. Like, kind of bothers me. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not, but like, I just part of me is like, I can't believe we're doing this. This was not around when I was a kid collecting. Right. Like, there's nothing out there for kids to collect. There's nothing. There's nothing out there that kids can collect. You've got Patrick in here, Taylor. You got a couple, 3 or 4 guys, the kids in this channel that are teenagers. 6th, 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade, whatever. I guess Taylor would be a junior, 17 years old. Thank you. Yeah, I got that out of a break, and it's numbered to 75. You've got kids that are watching our YouTube stream, and yeah, I saw that, Donald. I think that was like the baseball card collector and his son, the guy that's like a stockbroker or a tech company guy that helps companies become bigger or whatever. If that's the one you're talking about, or it might have been a different one, but that's the one I saw. And he opened a ton of Panini, and instead of getting autos, he got point card. That's garbage. That is utter garbage. I wouldn't say that exactly, Patreon, but you need to entice them to collect, right? A lot of kids already like sports, right? But they need something to entice them to make it more so than what it is, right? These kids have grown up with technology, with the cell phone glued to their hand, right? My daughter's doing it. My daughter likes to watch YouTube videos because I've shown her that YouTube is cool and fun, and she watches my videos every once in a while, and then she'll watch garbage on YouTube. But it is what it is. You need something to entice these kids to actually get back into the real world and socialize and look at the aspect of whether it's collecting or whatever. Have passion for something that they're doing. And I think, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's what we're missing out on, is that from the youth of America, youth of the world, is that, I can look at kids growing up and watching sports, and they're passionate about that. Right. Digital doesn't work for sports cards in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't. They've tried it like a decade or two ago. It doesn't work. You need something hard that entices them to actually do it. I think Elkanon, from a collectability standpoint, Pokemon is still affordable. Magic's still affordable for the most part, I think, or at least they have entry level products for kids. Unless I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong there. Pokemon and that is something that has a digital connection to it that actually works well. Like, I think, I mean, and you make a very good point, Donald. I think if you had a way to take a card or a collection of cards and make it into a digital presence, like you pull a one of one of Mike Conley, and you've got a code off of this or something like that, that then you can add into NBA 2020, and it enhances that player's stats or something like that in a video game. I think that could work for kids, right? It gives them something to incentivize them to collecting cards. But the problem then becomes it's all about the hits again. There needs to be some way that these kids can actually enjoy collecting for the collecting, but also get an incentive out of it more so than what you and I are doing it for. Because we're all doing it for different things. Donald, I think I understand what you do it for. Mine is very different from yours, probably, things of that nature. But we need to have something that helps them. And I think a lot of companies nowadays struggle with the youth of America, and they blame the youth of America for not buying their product because they don't understand what the youth wants. No problem, Boomslang. I appreciate you stopping by. Yes. Yes. To be what's the term for it? Not an enabler. What is the term for it? An influencer. Yeah, I agree completely. Like, had I known, like, I've played World of Warcraft for 15 years. I've played video games for nearly 35 years at this point. Like, I was making YouTube videos over a decade ago. If I had known that there was a market for it and could have taken advantage of it, I absolutely would. Yeah. I think I think the influencer thing is going to come full circle here in the next 3 to 5 years, though. Oh, that's awesome, Michael. I actually need to go to my card shop. I haven't been to my card shops in a while. I generally go every 2 weeks to the local card show, which has multiple vendors, but I know it's not any of my card shops. So I definitely need to go and pay them some patronage, and even if I'm just buying supplies. So I've actually had good pulls from those places. I've actually pulled. I think let me pull it up here real quick. See if I have it still. My one of one that I was looking for is downstairs. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Like I'm sure we've all heard the horror stories of influencers, writing to a hotel or a restaurant, saying, "Hey, if you give me X for free, I'll post about you. I have 100,000 followers on YouTube or something like that." And like, I think that's the bane of it, right? I think that's the challenge with it. I would love to see the Harvard business study on this. I think we all have to listen and learn to grow, right? If we're not, I work in technology, right? I work for Dell, and my position is being eliminated here by the end of the quarter, which is October 30th. So I need to find a new job internally. and I'm like, okay, well, I know how to do this, I know how to do that, and I'm finding positions for it. But I need to stay relevant on technology because that's what I sell, right? So whether it's actual infrastructure that I know and learn with, or a competitive piece, things like that, or learning about some of the newer programming languages. Like, hold on one second. I'm just reading catching up with chat real quick. My wife was talking to me. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Let's see, reading hobbies. It was. Oh yeah, I mean, let's think about. My wife and I love watching. Like, I love watching the cooking channels, or History Channel, things of that nature. Or I think Anthony. I think Anthony Bourdain was on Travel Channel before his passing. Guy Fieri with Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives has such an impact on a restaurant, good or bad, by going in and talking about it being a good place. Oh, you're fine, Donald. You're fine. I look. Everybody had. We are all different and unique. Like, I do not like Macs. It's totally fine. I love PCs. I find them more intuitive, and I don't want to give Apple my money. That's a bigger piece. I'm not a fan of Apple. I don't believe in their product. I think they're way overpriced for what they offer. Whereas PCs, I can build a PC myself, and I'm not having to be locked into a platform or anything like that. So that's why I go with PCs. Diners, drive-ins, and dives. Guy Fieri talking about a restaurant can blow it up significantly. So there's definitely some good things out there that can help from an influencer standpoint, but there's also bad things, right? So, somebody giving a bad review to a restaurant that's a really good place can absolutely bring it down significantly, which is unfortunate. It's terrible that stuff like that can happen, but it does. Like, I think it's unfortunately a side effect of life, a side effect of good people, bad people, whatever. So I need to actually sell more of my collection because there's stuff that I collect for my personal collection. There's stuff that I don't collect, and it just starts building up. Some stuff I get use as giveaways and everything like that. Some stuff I, you know, don't have any need for, and I need to sell. Like, I've got this things like this Jacob Degrom number to 199. You know, I need to take the time, and I think I need to find if there's a good program or system that can help take pictures, and I think it also helps being on more than one site, just besides eBay. Something that will post to ComC, PWCC, eBay, things of that nature. The more people that view your product, the more people are going to buy, or the greater chance of you selling what you're trying to sell. So, hey, that works, man. Just if it's free, take it and run, man. Just go for it. Dive all in. Donald, I don't think you saw this. Let me get my Tim Raines out of here. I need to get the, what do you call it off of this? Be careful, little girl. Yeah, I use, you okay? Oh, okay, you're just laying down. I, uh, I use WordPress. So I'm sure there's a way to do it on WordPress. Because I know I can pull in like my Twitch feed, my YouTube feed onto it. I need a better way to actually communicate that I'm going live. Or my problem with things like updating my website is I don't know what to post about some things that I'm talking about for the day or passionate about or things like that. So that's my biggest struggle is I've got a website. I've had a website for 20 plus years, and just making posts like, "Hey, I'm going live," just to me doesn't do it. Like I need to keep the people interactive or keep my posts interactive that shows that I'm actually communicating with people and actually have something they can use and find similar interests with, if you will. So Donald, I got these today. I've had them on order for a while. Customized Nakona. This is a fielder's glove. Love the logo. I love the colors. And I got a catcher's glove as well. And there's my catcher's glove. And I love the smell of the leather is amazing. It is like it's fascinating how nice this smells. So now I can go to the Braves game on Friday, tomorrow night, and show off my gloves. Take some stickers and give away some stickers for the at the ball game. See if I can drum up some YouTube support from there. I doubt I can, but we'll see. I'm actually going to try to get meet. I'm hoping I can actually get to batting practice and get to meet Mike Yastrzemski tomorrow, because I want to try to get his autograph in person. I've actually got a bat of his granddad, Carl Yastrzemski, that was game used, and I would love. I don't know if I would want to get the game used bat autographed by his grandson. It's not autographed by him yet, but I would love. I think it would be a prized possession to get it autographed by his grandson, and then try to figure out how to get it autographed by himself. So, yeah. Let's see. Do we have anything? Alrighty. You guys still with me? Oh, okay. You're back now. I thought you were leaving, so no worries. No worries. I've got that 93 box. I've got a couple of boxes of 93 Upper Deck Series 2. Trying to find the Derek Jeter rookie card. Nice, nice. Good luck. I've actually got a couple of interviews over the next 2 weeks, finding a new position internally and externally. So let me know how it goes for you. I hope you find something. That's weird. Yeah, it looked like the chat went blank for a minute. I need a few mic cards. What mic cards do you need, Patreon? My IT expertise or hobbies? Whoops, put myself back on mute. My IT expertise, I've been in the industry for about 25 years now. I specialized in, and I own my own company, right? No, I know. My expertise, I worked for myself and partnered through various companies, like companies that fed into that had partnerships with IBM, Dell. Was it his 20th home run card or whatever hitting at Boston? If it was, I need to pick one of those up. I meant to grab one of where he hit the 3-year home run day or whatever it was a couple weeks ago. So I still own my own company for tax purposes. If in case I do this again, which I'm probably going to be doing here soon, if Dell doesn't work out. Donald, we could probably help you for a low cost. Just feed me all your Ken Griffey Jr. rookies, and I'll help you set it up. So my expertise specifically is data centers, data center architecture. Yeah, Tops. That's what Tops does. So like Tops did the Ronald Acuna Jr. getting his 35th home run and 35th stolen base, that type of thing. So data centers, data center architecture, virtualization architecture. With data center architecture, my specialty that I focused on for nearly 20 years was what we call data center consolidation. And that doesn't necessarily mean shrinking, but that means growing, expanding, changing, adding new data centers, things of that nature. So a customer has, say they have a small wiring closet, and they've grown out of that, and they want to expand into, they got a new office, things like that. No, send your manels to me. I need some manels. They grow too big for what they're currently doing. They want to move out of that location. So I help them migrate the workloads. Yeah, I'm still streaming, Don. You do have friends, Don. We're trying to help you. We're trying to help you remove your inventory. That sounded terrible. You do, Donald. We promise. We really promise. So helping them migrate workloads, whether it's physical workloads, virtual workloads, things of that nature, to a new location, to a new platform, whatever. And or, if they're physical, helping them migrate into a virtual workload, using VMware or Hyper-V or some other platform from a virtualization standpoint. But then also going into really specifics of, if they're wanting to use virtual desktops, or, really the broader term for that is end user computing. And that goes from either desktop virtualization or even being able to watch or use your desktop from a cell phone or a tablet or something like that. That is my elevator pitch. I use it all the time. Don't you sneeze. Don't you snore on me, dude. Don't you snore. Don't you snore. I got to find a job. I got to find a new job inside my company by October 31st. So I'm really hammering here to try to find a new job internally. I really don't want to have to leave Dell. That is so funny, Donald. That is so funny. So anything virtual, helping customers understand, really my role as a solution architect. And what that means is helping them understand what they have from a technology standpoint. Okay, that's cool. I'm definitely not a developer. It's something I've been looking into doing, but hit me up and let me know what you need, what you're looking to do, and I can see if I can help you or help you find what you need to do. I know, Don. It's all right, Donald. They don't have people that will help play those being cut. No, they don't so much. Patreon. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what my role is. So basically, I help customers understand what they have, what they want to have, or what they think they want to have based on marketing terms they've heard, the cloud. What does the cloud mean to them? Things like that. And helping them grow, right? Helping them change their ways of what they're doing. And like 9 times out of 10, I would say customers don't really know what they want to do. Like 9 times out of 10, customers are looking at me to tell them what to do, which is blows my mind. It's fascinating. Like these are multi-billion-dollar companies that are like, I don't know what to do. The clouds in the sky. That's absolutely. You're. If you ever watched that the old IBM commercials from like a decade ago, you're sprinkling pixie dust on it and it works. Like the cloud is an operating model. It's not a place. Thank you, kiddo. Close the door. Good Lord, my daughter. It's just helping customers understand what it is, like even understanding the marketing pizzazz, of cloud, or they've heard about Kubernetes or containers. Like there was a Dilbert recently where they were talking about, the boss was saying like, can you just put our applications in the cloud, just put them in containers. Like it that's literally my life every day. We are. Um, do you have how would you handle the DNS? Are you going to use like one of the DNS companies to round robin back to you? No, we can talk about this for a minute. It's coming. It's right here. Good Lord. Do you want Jennifer Love Hewitt with it? It's right here. Hopefully it doesn't cost me $8 to send a 50-cent sticker to you. God forbid I'll go broke at that if that's the case. You're also a Patreon member, Hobby, I think. I think you're pretty sure a Patreon member. You're right, it's not there. I need to get it to you. I'll get it to you. I think I've finally gotten everything packed up that I have to send out, and need to just get out of the house tomorrow and ship everything off. Oh wow! So you're using .NET, obviously. I'm surprised you don't have issues hosting on a terminal server because of it being hackable and everything like that. Like that's my experience with web hosting with terminal with Windows. Like God forbid, like I would never do that. Well, yeah, Donald was a postmaster for like 35 years, I think, or 40 years. Donald, how long were you a postmaster? I think I didn't. I missed the conversation where you were talking about it. I'm listening to your advice. Put it in an envelope, 50 cents, and it's good. 20 years. Okay, so you were in the Navy for 20 and USPS for 20 years. No, you're fine. There you go. I think Elkanon and I need to have a technology channel where we talk about helping people set up their YouTube channels and their Twitch streams and technology in general. I think that would go over really well. It's so funny how quick some of this goes when you're actually live streaming. Like it's so fantastic. I really appreciate all you guys. I really do. You probably could. Donald, Don, I've tried. You need to tell me. I think you need to bump up your outbound internet. I think you have 2 megs. So I think everybody, at least from my experience, most people in the tech field use. Okay, you're five megs up. Okay, that should be fine. Like, I don't know why you have problems. I legitimately don't know why you have problems. Like, I've got a little bit of lag because I'm streaming to two different platforms at once through Restream, so I've got an extra layer of latency going out. But I don't think I've had any. I mean, let me know, guys, if I've had any spinning or anything like that. I think it's been pretty good. Um, Most people in the tech industry don't know everything. They Google. I'm a very good Googler. If I don't know something, like I was interviewing something, and I'm like, I don't know that product, but I guarantee you I can learn it pretty quick by either doing research online or getting PDFs or product documentation or something like that to learn it. Because yeah, that's what I told him. I think breaks and stuff. I think it was last week. Once you hit 1,000, you had like 2 or 3 nights where you were having some severe issues. Like, Wi-Fi does not have the capability to perform unless you're using like a high. I've got like 3 high-end routers in my house that feed to each other. So I've got 3 stories: basement, main floor, top floor where the bedrooms are, and I'm up at the top floor. So if I was going down, if I was using Wi-Fi to the basement, I would have horrible connection. I have like 1 or 2 bars. It's not good enough. You have to be hardwired into everything. That's nice, Donald. If you're not hardwired, you're wasting your time because you're not gonna be able to perform over Wi-Fi. Absolutely, Elkanon. That's basically what I do. Like, from when I owned my own company and I was a solution architect in the field, I basically had two methodologies. I'm either teaching somebody to fish, or I'm driving and showing them how to do it, and then I'll take a step back, much like teaching somebody to drive, right? You show them how to do it, then you switch roles, sit in the passenger seat, and work through with them how to drive, right? It's the same process, right? Just, everybody learns at a different scale. Some people, I can learn by watching somebody. I can sit in the back, watch what they're doing, listen to what they're doing, and I'm good. Other people need to have that mechanical feeling of going through the motions and doing it step by step. Frank, he just said it was 150 up or 150 down and 5 up. So he's got a good connection. I think the 5 megs is hurting him though. Yeah, I love your live stream. I love the fact that you are using live Streamlabs to live stream from your phone, like that 8 hour live stream that you did with your garage sale was mind blowing. Hey, no worries, man. No worries. Like, I think Don was having some issues with being too far away from the router, being Wi-Fi'd, and so he'd end up with spinning, right? I would, Don. I would absolutely use it. Either that or use XSplit. There's plenty of software out there you can use. Streamlabs is free though. You do have pay features in Streamlab that you would get if you paid for XSplit. So it's pretty much the same, right? Depending on what you want to do and what you want to get out of it. Streamlab does give you some nice overlays, right? So that's the benefit I think of Streamlabs is it helps you create some nice GUIs and some presentation features. So if you've watched El Kanan's channel, right, he's got that video overlay where he has his personal camera facing him, and then his phone is doing the actual broadcasting like I'm doing here, and it gives you some other cool features, right? Oh man, is there anything? Are there any good games on tonight that I'm not thinking of? I don't think the Braves are playing tonight. I saw the Astros clinched yesterday or today. I think the Dodgers are 1 or 2 games away from clinching 100 games in their division. Best way to connect a video camera to the laptop. You mean like a what kind of video camera? Like a camcorder? Nice. Yeah, I think so. I think the Yankee. I think it's going to be the Yankees Astros in the championship series, and I think it's going to be. I don't know in the National League. It's going to be the Dodgers, maybe versus the Braves if they make it that deep. Yeah, there's tons of informational videos out there. Okay, the Titans. That's going to be a good game. So I would assume there's a way to do it, Frank. I would need to. Yeah, I think the American. I think the. I think the Astros. I think the Astros have the best pitching staff and the best offense. So I think the Yankees have just been hurt too much this year, and like Aaron Judge hasn't been on point. John, how you doing? Yeah, I forgot to change my restream data, so it's showing that it's still broadcasting. Wow. John, how you doing? How's Tesla today? We're going to see some stock value go up. I need that. I need my stocks to go up to like $1 million. $1 million. No, where are you home on vac? Are you doing a staycation or where are you at? Welcome back, Lloyd. It doesn't. It does not. Like you've manually got to make sure you set it up like that. So that probably is insider trading, but I'm not a stockholder, so. Oh my god. I've been wanting to go to Banff for a while. I've heard it's absolutely phenomenal up there. Hey Shane, how you doing, man? Yep, that card's gonna be going to Elkanon. He's a huge Tim Raines fan now, apparently, because he pulled an auto and wants to add him to his PC. So that's very cool. He's also getting a nice Paul Molitor 87 Fleer. That's a nice. That's a fair amount of time. Hopefully, it doesn't take you too long to get up there. Hopefully, it's like I assume it's still like a 4-hour flight up there from Vegas. I assume you got to take a stop to Seattle or Minnesota or something like that. I'm trying to remember. We talked about David Dahl the other day. You're driving. Oh my gosh, that's a long drive. That's a beautiful drive, but that's a long drive. That's a long drive. That's a long drive. 1,400 miles. That's oh god, that's almost 24 hours. It's almost 24 hours, I think, if you drive straight through. Yeah. That's a long. That's a beautiful drive, but that's a long way. Yeah, yeah, maybe closer to 30, including stops and gas. Wait, are you driving a Tesla up there, or are you driving a normal car? Fair enough. Yeah, so I mean, I've got a diesel, so I can get about 800 miles to the gallon or to the gallon. Oh my god, 800 miles to the tank. So, hey Mike, how you doing, bud? How's that tooth treating you? Yeah, my wife and I both have not per gallon, per tank. Um, um, basically, I can get from here to Texas in one tank of gas and then refill and come back. So definitely prefer my diesels, even if they destroy the environment. I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. Oh, let me. New people joining the channel get to see the cool stuff I got today real quick again without having to rewatch the video. Need to rewatch the video anyway because I need my YouTube hours, watched hours got up there. But once my video stream catches up to my webcam, finally got these. I've had these on order for like 2 months. It takes forever for them to make it, but it's a custom glove. It's a beautiful glove. I got the nice red, white, and blue stitching on the basket. How's your day going, Shane? I'm just trying, John. Trying to give you guys good content. How many hours do you have, Donald? Hey, Cards for Days. How you doing, man? Wow, so are you doing... I think Cards for Days, I think you're the one that did the 15-hour straight opening 500 packs, if I remember correctly. I think that's who you are. That's a catcher's glove, yeah. It's got the nice Nakona logo there, too. I love the stitching. Whoops, my bat fell. Love the stitching on these gloves. I always wanted one of these when I was a kid. It might have been Preston. You're right. It might have been. I can't remember. Was he going to stay? There you go. That's impressive, Donald. And I love the smell of the fresh leather here. I don't know if you can see the nice little protective or the fluffy bunny tail here on the inside. My leather does smell great. I really wish you guys could. It smells like a new car. It absolutely smells like a new car. Was that from your 8-hour extravaganza? Hey, Philip, how you doing, man? Oh, the leather smells so awesome, especially when it's taken care of. I have my old gloves that I've had since I was a kid, and they're definitely beaten up. I need to get some leather stuff to put them into maintenance and take care of the leather because it's been in the Texas heat for 20 years at this point. Yeah, so I didn't collect from the late 90s till I definitely missed 20 years, so I feel like I need to at least buy a couple of packs from each year, from each brand, from like 97, 98, 99 through 2018, 2017, really. I bought some 2017, 2018, so I'm good there. I've got this 2016 box here that will be opening up Friday for Patreons. But I definitely need to go back and just buy some old stuff just to experience it because I missed 20 years. I need to go through that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would imagine I would have to look at some of the old stuff that I had from my WoW days. There's definitely just some stuff you can buy that will keep it soft and everything like that. Donald Lloyd Abraham is trying to say hello to you. I need to go back and watch some of your older videos. I didn't know you had something from the Philippines. So I collect King Griffey Jr. for the most part. King Griffey Jr. and Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan retired in like 95, 96, I think, if I remember correctly. Jr. obviously retired, but almost a decade ago at this point. So, yeah, probably Saddle Soap. I think Nakona makes stuff. I was looking, so it was funny. I was watching your stream today. I think Breaks and stuff was talking. You had those like 96, 97, or 95, 96, 97. Thank you, Philip. And I know I stopped in like I graduated high school in '94. I stopped collecting in '94 because of the strike season, and wow, how did that get? That's I didn't put that there. I think my video might be very behind right now. Hold on a minute. Oh no! Somehow I hit a button on my laptop and I was watching part of the feed from like a half an hour ago. I have some '99 stuff. So I was collecting. So I graduated in '94. My dad worked for Lockheed, so we moved around a lot anyway when I was a kid, and we moved from South Florida up to Atlanta. And my dad went to work for Lockheed, so I hadn't been. There weren't a lot of good card shops in South Florida at the time anyway. That was the era that it started drying up. Card shops started closing. I was in Japan in 2010, 2008, 2009, 2010, working for Decca. So I spent a couple years there as well, and I spent about 6 months there when I was a kid before my dad retired. But when I got to Georgia, there was a baseball card shop around the corner, and I think one day when my mom was shopping at like Kroger's, I went in there, and I was already working, so I already had some money saved up and everything like that. I think I bought a pack of Upper Deck SP or SPX, and ended up pulling a Ken Griffey Jr. redemption card, and in another pack I pulled a Greg Maddux autoed card out of the same box, which was mind blowing at that point. Yeah, the commissary, Decca. So I spent 3 years doing DECA, upgrading the carts program for them in across the United States, as well as what do you call it? Hold on one second. Can you come say hello, internet, for me? Here.
Open that?
Yeah, I'll open it. Can you say hello, internet?
Yeah. Open that.
Well, can you say hi, Donald? Please.
Oh, I can say hi.
She doesn't want to say it now. Hey, Donald Putin. Here you go. Hey, leave that alone. That's not for you. I don't want you playing with it. Sister's gonna get it. Here. Hey, One Card, how you doing? I need to take just a moment to go grab my youngest out of her crib because she is screaming like a banshee. I'll be right back. One moment. Stay tuned. Just talking baseball, just talking life and things like that, Donald Putin. Be right back. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought I heard her. My daughter had the TV blaring, so I will. I told her, Donald. Normally she'll get on. I think Phil. I think most of you have heard her talk, and she comes on and says like and subscribe and things like that. So here's my old glove, and this thing is definitely seen better days. I need to go and I meant to pick up some of the stuff from Nakona when I ordered the gloves, but I didn't think I would need it. And seeing the condition of these gloves versus the ones I bought, I'm like, I need to take care of these gloves. So they have glove care stuff. Oh, they make a leather football too. That's very cool. So they make glove conditioner and they make a tomahawk glove mallet, which is okay. So it helps you make a well for the baseball or softball. That's pretty cool. I'll be doing that for Patreons tomorrow night. One card. I'll do. I'm a bit behind. I need to post the update to Patreon. I think Willie Adamas is pretty good. That's definitely a worn-in glove. Like I've had this since I want to say 1987, 86. Like I had a fielder's glove back then, and see it's got the Lance Parrish logo on it. Definitely seen better days, but it's definitely I definitely need to give some glove conditioner for it and give it some love because it's still a good glove and everything like that. It has definitely seen. It's probably seen more balls than Johnny Bench, if I can say that without sounding disgusting. Bad joke. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna get some. I'll get some leather oil. I've got some regular leather conditioner that we use on like our sofas and stuff like that, and I'll put it on there. And then get some. I'll buy some. I think Nakona makes some special leather conditioner, and I suppose it's probably all the same. Yeah, I made it funny. Sorry. Trying not to be disgusting, folks. Try to keep my channel PC. Excuse me. Oh, man. I think that's why I actually tried a catcher's glove. I mean, so it's funny, when I was playing baseball as a kid, we always had people playing. That was definitely borderline. At least I didn't go too far with that joke. I definitely could have. Because I think that was a joke that Andrew Dice Clay used to use. So I understand Patreon. I do try to keep it because there are kids watching the channel, which I don't want to. I don't want to scare them away or freak them out or anything like that. So I try to be as PC as I can. I try not to cuss, especially with my daughters here in the room or daughters in the other room. But playing baseball as a kid, playing softball, there was always people that played positions, outfield and stuff like that. There was never anybody playing catcher, or if they were playing catcher, they didn't have a catcher's glove. And I never had any catcher's gear. Never really wanted to play it full time, but I figure nowadays I can play it. I'm decent shape and everything like that. I can get down and crouch and get behind the plate and catch balls and catch some pitches and everything. Andrew Dice Clay is definitely not PC friendly or family oriented. His movies back then were so funny. I think he's got a TV series, or he's had a TV series. He's definitely not my cup of tea anymore. Or I should say, he's not. My wife would probably cringe if I watched that stuff. Yeah, that's a concern. I'm like my knee. I've got 43-year-old knees, so I don't want to tear them up too much. I want to be able to walk when I'm older. Yeah, but I'm going to try to look at. I've been looking at leagues here in Atlanta for the past couple weeks, and I just need to find one that I think I'll enjoy because there's tons of leagues, obviously. But I feel I need to do that and get into it, and that way, if my daughter decides she wants to play baseball, she can, or softball or foot. She plays soccer nowadays. So it's starting, and she does not ballet. She does gymnastics as well. So it's definitely starting. It's picking up, and I'm no wiffle ball. Wiffle ball doesn't do it for me. I don't mind playing softball or baseball. Baseball definitely more for a social aspect than baseball. But baseball, if I want to have any kind of competition or something like that. I think it's fun. I think it's different. I think as a catcher, you definitely can control more of the game than anybody else. Cool, Donald. I think I have a membership to the Marine Club, which I think is similar. I've stayed at plenty of Navy lodges over the years, so that is funny cards for days. Like that. That is so funny. I think it's Wednesday night too. You're going to be going to church here soon, Donald. So enjoy church, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you for stopping by. Is anybody going live tonight? I need to look. God, I try to be. I try not to be broadcasting when I know somebody else that I like is going live. So Wicked's live right now. Oh, ABC is live, and Wicked is live. I'm gonna pull up their stream real quick. Oh, he's opening 90 Bowman. 90 Bowman. That's nice. Whoa, what's this guy doing? Oh, that's cool, man. So, El Kanan, you still there? Oh, yeah, yeah, perfect. I think Jabs is tonight, yeah. I think Jabs goes on his own schedule. So El Kanan, if you know who Wicked discounted, he's actually doing a live stream with multiple people, basically using like WebEx or Zoom or GoToMeeting or something like that. Give me 1 second. I need to go check on what my daughter might have just broken. Be right back. All right. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, lots of chat. Hold on. Absolutely. Plug away. Yeah, Wicked is streaming a lot of people right now. What time is your stream tomorrow? Oh, is this the one? Okay, so Hobby's doing a giveaway. You need to watch at least one of his videos. You need to comment on it with "We Grow Together," I think, and something else, and you have a chance to win a 82 Cal Ripken Jr. rookie card.
You know where the top is for this?
I think you just put it. I'll come. Go put it on there, and I'll find it for you.
No, you bought it for me.
All right. I'll come and find it. All right, guys. You comment on any of his videos, and he'll do a random search for the comment that he's asking you to do. She broke a cup. She was trying to brush her teeth, and she broke a cup. So she's good. She's safe,
Yeah, and it scared me.
and it scared her. Do you want to come and tell everybody that it scared you? No. All right. I'm going to log off for now. I'm going to go make sure they're good. My wife is out for right now. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll probably be back on in a couple hours after everybody else is live. And we'll go from there. Appreciate it. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for watching.